It's hard enough to reach out and ask for help, let alone to have to navigate a complex system. Jessa's role today and into the future is about being much more integrated into the overall healthcare environment. This is a place where values really guide our work. That somebody who's struggling in life deserves a helping hand to be able to get a job, to be able to take that first step into independence and to live on their own. And as people age, that we don't turn our backs on them.
My name is Estelle Schultz. I was born in 1918. That makes me 98 and a half years old. I should have been dead 2 years ago, and I'm not.
Jessa's work here includes sending a nurse, a social worker, a doctor, and the rabbi.
Jssa Hospice is a holistic approach. We're really about the whole person.
It's not just a nurse that's coming and checking your blood pressure, that it's a whole team and we all work together and we all communicate.
They keep me going.
It's about how do we make this life that you're living right now as best it can be, as comfortable as possible.
It gives courage and hope to people who need it.
But this work is so one-on-one, so personal. It's real.
One in 5 children has a diagnosable mental health condition. When you get to teenage years, that becomes a bigger number and it becomes a more serious mental health condition.
They didn't feel as comfortable that they were identifying and intervening early enough with teenagers who were starting to exhibit serious issues around depression or anxiety. And we worked together to embed one of our therapists within the physician practice there, the pediatric practice, so that when a doctor saw an issue that warranted further attention, further examination, our clinicians right down the hallway.
I have a lot that are struggling with depression right now, and I think maybe it's something that is pretty new for them to have these feelings, and so their parents aren't exactly sure what to do.
If we're working together and have people in the same location, then we can each bring our expertise to the table and coordinate services and make sure that families really get what they need and that it doesn't take a crisis as a call for help in order to get services.
If we address it and name it early in young children, then maybe it doesn't turn into the things that become very serious as teenagers.
So I think having this initiative in a pediatrician's office where the kid does feel comfortable coming in, they are familiar with their pediatrician, kind of takes away some of that stigma around mental health, which I think is really great.
My mother was taken in 1944. You know, it was the last transport that was sent to Auschwitz. My father was sent to a labor camp in France. There's a group of women that took it upon themselves to save as many children as they could. So there's about 750 of us, you know, that we were in orphanages, you know, and they took us from one place to the other so the Germans couldn't catch us. What we went through, what we saw in Europe as children, it's a trauma that stays with you. It's a thing that never goes away. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody can feel, you know, what a Holocaust survivor feels.
90% of our survivors need help with activities of daily living. We provide skilled and very sensitive care to restore dignity and pride for people who lived under severe persecution and were told that they did not have value. It allows them and enables them to be able to continue living safely and comfortably in their own homes.
As a child of a Holocaust survivor, I'm extremely grateful to be part of a community that cares so much for the well-being of that population.
It gives you dignity. And it's important to us Holocaust survivors, you know, to know that there's an organization that cares.
We can't change their past, but we can change their future. Those people who were fortunate to survive displayed enormous courage and, in fact, let people know that no matter what we're facing in our lives, if they made it, we can.
I'm Evan Friedman. I work at RHW. I just basically make sure that everything in the system's all shipshape.
My son Evan is a part of the Specialized Employment Program.
Specialized Employment works with persons with disabilities to help them find and maintain competitive employment. Evan is a very talented young man. He cares about a job. He has an attention to detail. That is a skill that is quite employable. And in his current job at RHW, it's something that leads him to be not just an employee, but a very valued and good employee.
Evan is a very meticulous person. He really cares about what he does, and it's been a very big asset.
I feel like I'm very important to this job, and I feel like they are happy I'm here.
This is what, as a parent, I hope for. Why can't somebody give him a job that deals with his strengths?
He's gone from just doing certain things, and as he shows a talent for something, we expand that role. It works perfect. He feels good. He's moving somewhere. He's gaining responsibility, and it works for us because we have a better employee. I can count on him.
I think there's probably a lot of parents out there that at some point are saying, I don't know how much more of this I can take. You know, it's just looking for that little ray of sunshine, and when it comes, it's the best feeling in the world.
Jssa is really engaged with the community to help empower individuals and families in order to achieve well-being. They're in control.
I think it's crucial to a community to remind ourselves that every individual in that community is important.
You know, this is not a job, this is really a mission for people to work with those in the community who need a helping hand, that may feel that others have turned their back on them, and to be able to embody and exhibit the values that we all believe in and that I think our community believes in.
They want to be of help to other people. I really appreciate it.